and welcome back. Have you ever experienced coming back home after a long holiday and finding a messy house? Trust me, it feels so overwhelming when all you want is to relax after your long trip, but instead you are greeted by dust and clutter. That's why, before heading out for this year's summer holidays, I plan to give the house a good cleanup. This time there are a few family gatherings planned, so it was absolutely necessary to pack some of my traditional clothes. And the rest, I can't wait to shop from India. After all, nothing beats the sari and kurta shopping in India. Since I'm going home, there isn't much to pack. I usually fill my suitcases on the way back, and that leaves more space for shopping. So today's packing was done super quick. Before moving on to the kitchen, I gathered all my plants and arranged them neatly in the living room. Since my friend will be watering them while I'm away, I place saucer plates under each pot to catch any extra water that will protect the floor from leaks. And by then, my last load of laundry was done, the bathroom mats. I also took out the detergent compartment of the washing machine to give it a thorough clean. With the regular use of fabric softener, there has been quite a bit of build-up. And since the very first thing we usually do after coming back from a holiday is load the washing machine, having it clean and fresh will be a big relief. As a homemaker, I have realized one important thing. A little effort before going on a long holiday saves you a lot of stress later, especially the kitchen. The spices in my masala dabba were almost over and I hadn't refilled them recently because I wanted to finish all the open packs. So I decided to empty out the containers, give them a good wash. That way, once I'm back, I can directly refill them with fresh spices and everything will be ready to use. The microwave, oven, and kettle are some of those small but easily overlooked appliances in the kitchen that we use daily. To freshen up the microwave, the best trick is boiling a cup of water with vinegar and lime. The steam loosens up all the grease, and with just a quick wipe, all food particles come off, leaving it spotless and fresh. There was quite a bit of limescale buildup in and around the water kettle. To clean it naturally, I am going to boil some water with 1 cup of vinegar and the lemon peels and let it run through 2 or 3 full cycles. This really helps break down the deposits. May you always find your way to higher ground. May you always keep. Just be careful while handling hot water in the microwave and never overfill to prevent splashing. You're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Just the sight of you when I'm at my weakest point makes a world of difference, so you make me strong. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. In the same way, I cleaned the oven. It was fairly clean this time thanks to the silicone mats. These mats are a lifesaver. They catch spills and crumbs, preventing them from sticking to the oven floor. Not only do they make cleaning much quicker, but they also help protect the oven and keep it looking new for longer. Keep my heart and soul strong. The jute basket that holds the onion and garlic in the kitchen also needed cleaning. I gave it a good wipe and lined it up with a clean paper towel. This not only keeps the basket neat but also makes it super easy to collect to dispose of the onion skins and peels while cleaning. The intention behind this deep cleaning was not just to enjoy a welcoming home when I return in September. I knew that festivals would start immediately, school would reopen, and life would get back to its usual pace. Also, coming back brings homesickness and the challenge of managing everything on your own. So, by making sure the house is clean and tidy, it's much easier to settle back into my usual routine. Next came the big task, the fridge. If it's not cleaned properly, it can easily become a spot for germs to build up. So, deep clean was definitely needed. I started by emptying everything out and removing the shelf liners. Then I washed all the shelves and drawers with warm soapy water before wiping down the inside walls. This way, the fridge will be completely fresh and ready to refill. In the meantime, the inside of the kettle was nicely cleaned and all the limescale deposits were gone. Now I will gently scrub the stainless steel exterior, being careful to keep water away from the heating element, and then set it aside to dry.
Searching for something that ain't lost. Have we got our lines crossed? We're wasting time on stuff that doesn't really matter, while wishing for something better.
Once the fridge shelves and liners were out to air dry, it was time to wipe down the fridge itself. I just used a simple mix of equal parts of vinegar and water with a few drops of mild soap. Super easy and leaves it smelling fresh and clean.
Maybe you don't wanna know, but you don't see what you have in front of you.
Next up is an appliance I honestly can't imagine my life without in the kitchen, the dishwasher. I took out the filter at the bottom and cleaned it along with the washing machine soap compartment using washing gel and an old toothbrush.
If we don't feel
Then started a cleaning cycle using a dishwasher cleaner. Alternatively, you can place 1 cup of vinegar in a dishwasher safe bowl on the top rack and run the complete cleaning cycle. This not only helps break down and remove build-up grease, but it also gets rid of lingering odors and limescale deposits, leaving the dishwasher completely fresh and ready for your next load. Similarly, I ran a cleaning cycle in the washing machine using descaler tablets along with a cup of vinegar. Deep cleaning appliances we use every day is so important. It not only removes build-up detergent, grease, and limescale, but also keeps them running efficiently, prolongs their lifespan, and ensures everything we wash or cook with stays hygienic and fresh. It was getting close to evening, so I decided to give the countertops and hob a proper thorough wipe down. I made sure to get into all the corners and crevices so no crumbs or food particles were left behind. This little step will make a big difference when I come back. the kitchen will feel completely fresh and ready to use, without any leftover grime staring at me after a long holiday, if you know what I mean.
Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds. Because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground. You're lighting up the way, I can see the road ahead of me. I won't be stumbling in the dark. Your eyes are shining.
Last but not the least, I fed the indoor plants with some compost, probably their final boost for this summer. I'm definitely going to miss my little green friends over the next few weeks, but it's such a relief knowing they're in good hands and my friend will take care of them while I am back.
Feels like I can fly.
So finally, the kitchen is reset, all the appliances are refreshed, the fridge is emptied and deep cleaned, and the suitcases are packed and ready to go.
Closer to you now. I can't get close enough somehow.
By the next morning, the taxi was booked, and that exciting, happy feeling of finally going home was really settling in. I quickly covered the bed and sofa with old bed sheets to keep everything dust free while I'm away and got myself ready for the trip. I really hope you enjoyed watching this home reset vlog and it inspires you to do a little reset of your own before the busy festive season. And now I can't wait to share all my India travel diaries with you in the upcoming vlogs. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Until then, take care and see you in the next one.